I think we're good. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, yo, yo. Are we good? Are we up? I think we're good, boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live, baby. Look, that was so easy. Studio tab just came on. We're good, boys. How are we doing? I don't know if you guys are in chat yet. Just getting my stream tab up. How are we doing, guys? What's up? Hope you're well. Sorry, I'm a little late. I do apologize for that. I just need to roll out a little community post and we'll get cracking. You know the drill. If you've been here before, you know how it is. Let me cook. Okay. How we doing? Ali, what's up, man? Yeah, you didn't miss it. Sorry, I'm just late. It's apologies. I've got no excuses, really. I just got my timings wrong. There's not really much else to say. I ain't going to lie to you guys. That's just how it goes. How's the script going? Well, the script's been done for a while, mate. You should be asking me how the edit's going, because I'm not going to lie. We're way ahead of schedule. Probably about 65% done on the video completely. So... yeah, I mean, it's scheduled for the 29th. That's where I'm aiming right now. And I'm on track for that by a mile. So if I feel like it, I can bring it out early. But at the moment, that's what we're rocking with. We're looking good, man. It's coming along really nicely. Can't lie. Very, very proud of it. Run time of about an hour right now. Just under 59 minutes. But it'll probably, as I fill it out a little bit more and add some extra stuff in it, then it'll probably be over an hour. Plus, I'll probably add like a little thank you thing at the end. I don't even know. And I might be working on a brand deal for it potentially somewhere in the middle, but I'm not sure yet. What to wait to see. Lots of stuff to do. We are still. There's work to be done, man. Work to be done. But I appreciate it. Thank you for asking. But it's going well. I do want to apologize because I did say there wouldn't be a video this week, and I do apologize that there was nothing on Friday. But it will be worth the wait. I promise you that. It will be worth the wait. Thoughts on Tuivasa losing? I'm not going to sit here and say I expected it because I didn't really know what to expect when you get two guys like Tuivasa and Topuria going at it. But disappointed is probably the word I'd use for sure. I was pretty disappointed. That's 4. Is that 4 in a row now for him? 4 losses in a row. Yeah, not a good look. But hey, honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say I watched all that whole of that card because I didn't. I was out for most of the day. And I came back and I was like, it's actually on a normal time, but I just couldn't be bothered. I was like, it's another Apex card, which is kind of crap. And I was like, yeah, we're not bothering. But I saw a few of the fights near the end. Dude needs to work on his grappling. I think that's a big problem with a lot of heavyweight guys. They just rely on their power. That's, fell asleep during it. Watched the main fight. Yeah, it was on a really normal time for me, but that kind of threw me off. I almost didn't want to watch it because of that. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but you get so used to those late cards that when a normal one rolls around, you're like, I've got stuff I actually want to do. There's stuff I'm doing right now. So yeah. But hey, it was cool. It was okay. There was some good fights in there. Christian Rodriguez with a really good comeback. Some good shit. It was okay. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was memorable because it wasn't. I think we need to retire Apex for the foreseeable future if we want Fight Nights to be memorable again. But hey, card's a card. What's up, Mexican food truck? My Swedish brother. Definitely Swedish. Hope you're well, man. Japanese tea, baby. Also, yeah, turned 22 the other day, as I said. So. That was fun. Feel no different. Work was all the same. It didn't change, man. I didn't take a day off. We kept going. Kept going on the grind. But yeah, videos coming along really nicely. Some really cool shit in there. I'm loving going into the right now. Earlier today, I was doing a little bit on the Ultimate Fighter. Just the Stephan Bonner versus Forrest Griffin. I was doing that whole section and how that sort of saved the UFC. And that fight is so awesome to watch. I love the sort of romanticism behind it, and that was been really fun to edit today. So I've been Not, you know, editing's never usually my favorite part, but I've been really enjoying working on such a long-term thing. Happy late birthday. Thank you, man. Also, again, I'm going to say this again, hopefully for the last time. I do want to apologize. The podcast is going to be recorded tomorrow again because Will's timing in Thailand makes it annoying as hell. Hopefully that's for the last time. It's out of my hands. Not much I can do. So apologies for that. That is 3 in a row. We've done it on a Monday, which is very poor. But it will be back to regularly scheduled programming soon. But thank you for the happy late birthday. What about Apex with no crowd? Did the punches like Dustin versus Dan? Yeah, I get what you're saying. That is my favorite fight of all time. Topuria versus Hooker. It's up there. It's probably my favorite off the top of my head. But that novelty's gone off now, you know. We don't, you know, it was cool because it was like it was the only option we had at the time, and it was a nice alternative during lockdown. But now we don't have to do that anymore. And let's be honest, the novelty's worn off massively. We don't need shit like that. Just give us crowds. Give us roaring crowds of 20,000 people screaming when someone's head hits the canvas. That's what I want to hear, you know? It's just, yeah. It's great for wars like that, but they're few and far between. Let's not get it twisted. Oh, yeah, tea is good. Yeah, again, I just want to apologize for the late stream. We're about an hour late, which is not good. I do say 7 p.m., give or take. That's why I had to give or take, just in case I end up not streaming at 7. But I did promise you guys a stream. You're getting the stream. I thought about streaming on Friday, but I was pretty burnt out on work, and I was sitting there like, I'm not. I do. So I'm saying I don't really want to stream for you guys when I'm not up for it. You know, I do my best to do so, but it's hard to put it on. You know, Harnett, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. So if that's picking up on the mic, I'll move that away because I don't want you guys to hear me chugging liquid on the microphone. So do let me know if that is the case because it probably sounds horrendous if it does. But yeah, I mean, did you guys see the UFC 300 trailer? I was pretty pleasantly surprised by that because we don't really get a lot of cool promos from the UFC. You know, the last one I saw people on Twitter talking about it was the Aldo versus McGregor one all the way back in 2015. And they did that whole filmed promo. They finally did one for 300, and I can't lie, I thought it was fucking awesome. A little bit cheesy, but overall it was pretty cool. It has me hyped up, man. I can't lie. They used the Barbara O'Reilly by The Who. Which, if you guys have been to events before, I don't know if any of you guys have been to an event off the top of my head, but before the main card starts, they have this big sort of montage of like the history of all the most iconic moments in the UFC, and they have Barbara O'Reilly playing over the top of it, and it's pretty cool. Yes, Aldo returning. Very good point. I'm a bit conflicted about it though. I can't lie, man. It's a good matchup for him, but it's like one of those things you want to see him retire where he did. He retired in a good spot because yes, he lost to Marab, but one, that was a close fight, and two, he destroyed Chito Vera, Rob Font, and someone else off the top of my head. Was it Marlon Moraes, I believe, or something like that? You know, he was still hanging up there, and he was clearly at the good level. And obviously, losing to Marab, there's no shame in that. And he fought a closer fight than most of the other guys who Marab's beaten since. You know, and I just think it was the perfect time for him to retire. He's done everything in the sport. He's one of the greatest ever. You know, he's a Hall of Famer now, and I kind of almost feel like it's just. You know what I mean? You just don't want it. Yeah, he's in 301, man. What do you think 301 match that they announced? If you're talking about the Aldo one, yeah. I mean, I like it as a matchup. I just don't want to see Aldo fighting again, to be honest. That's how I feel. You know, he's done everything he needs to done. But I get it. You're a fighter at heart. It's hard to leave the game. Maybe more weight classes, but further apart, so fighters can't destroy their bodies, or don't. In the long run, like cutting weight, 125, 45, 65, 85, 205, and so on. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but there's always going to be people who are going to make that cut. You know, I don't think you can really stop that. You'd have to, you could just make that a lot easier by, having rehydration clauses or banning water weight cutting and measuring the amount of water in their body. I don't know if you could do that, but I feel like there's a lot more easier precautions than making a shit ton of, extra rules and weight classes in there. There's probably an easier alternative. But I get what you're saying. Usyk was the last person I expected to get a title shot. Yeah, I saw that on my Instagram. That threw me off guard. I can't lie. Very strange. I was like, what the hell? I'm not mad about it. I mean, Makayev definitely deserves it. It made sense, but considering that Albazi's injured, you know, and whoever else off the top of my head couldn't do it. You know, Makayev had that slot there to fill realistically. He deserves it much more than Steve Erceg. Let's not get it twisted here. I understand why they didn't give it to him purely on a entertainment. It's the entertainment business. You know, I say it in all of my videos. What's going to sell? Steve Erceg finishes people. You know, that left hook against Matt Schnell. Beautiful shot. They're going to, you know, makes sense. Do I think he wins? Probably not. But Pantosha's getting old, especially for a flyweight. So I wouldn't be surprised if Erceg does get the belt. But I'm leaning towards Pantosha at the moment. I'm pretty set on it. Kwasim, what's up, bro? How are you, man? Good to see you. I like that energy, man. I like that. Yes. I was like taking it. Bold, bro. That's bold. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research and just tape watching, you know. Illy would ragdoll O'Malley, and O'Malley should fight Merab first. I actually think O'Malley beats Merab. I said this the other week. I'm pretty set on it now. And I actually, to be honest, I disagree on your first point, though. I actually think the Ilya fight is quite close, just stylistically. What's the mug today? I don't really know. I just picked it out the cupboard, man. It's a sort of floral tree pan. What's more important? What's in here? It's the sweet nectar, bro. Japanese tea, man. Will change your life. Japanese herbal tea, bro. Oh, so good. Berserker versus Sniper matchup. Yeah, that's a good analogy, bro. Hakusho, I don't recognize you, man. So sorry. If you've been in the stream before, apologies if you have. But if you haven't, welcome. But that's a good analogy, actually. I like that. Berserker's a bit harsh, I'd almost say, towards Topuria, because he's actually a technical striker. But he is a bit of a bull rusher, so I get where you're coming from. I like it, though. And I actually think the size difference isn't as crazy as people say it is. That's why I give Sean O'Malley a good chance in that fight. Watch the face or Jones Aspinall. Yes, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that. Jones, you could see it was that sort of fake persona that Jones puts on where he's smiling, you know? And he's sitting there like, oh, yeah, we're all buddy-buddy. But you can tell he was mad. He was mad, and there was so much tension there. And Aspinall tried to find out he's checking out the reach, man. He was not having it. Interesting. I'm glad we finally got to see them face off. You know, I feel that's a long time coming. And you could tell, though, but Jones doesn't want it. He was like, oh, someday. He ain't meaning someday, bro. That fight's not happening. As much as I'd love it to. What's the best way to hit on your co-workers? In a way that gets you fired but remembered. Well, you could go really sus with that. But that sounds criminal as well. So I'm not gonna give you any advice with that. O'Malley could indeed beat Merab. I do think Ilya will beat O'Malley if they fight. I think that's probably the logical pick, at least for the second one. I don't really understand why Merab's the favorite though. He's so chinny. He can get Cejudo dropped him, you know, stunned him, you know, not a big shot, but he got clipped, and it's happened to him a few times. I actually think O'Malley puts him away. Yeah, the hand on the shoulder. Are you saying that's what you should do with the coworker? That's actually, yeah, you could do the Tom Aspinall, bro. Or it's that bit in, you guys seen Into the Spider-Verse? You know the Spider-Man movie? When he's just like, hey. You could do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. I'm not liable for that advice, all right? Should Tom Kimbo slice? Yes. From the grave. I'm sure that would go well. The pick it is. Thank you. Yep, that's 100% what I said. Again, I'm not liable. Time is undefeated. No truer words, bro. That's probably There's a lot of lines I end up repeating in one way or another in my videos, in my scripts. You know, whether the words are the same, the sentiment's there, right? And that is one of them. I always, in some way, will weave the fact that time is undefeated into the sport because it's such a relevant thing. Every fighter that I'm talking about, you know, they end up having that downfall. That come up and then that downfall happens to everybody. What's up, Hells? Good to see you, bro. Back in here, man. Regular of the stream, man. I like it. Who do you think Tom should fight other than Jones? I know they might be eyeing him up for the Manchester card, maybe. I could understand that. Didn't he just get... Who was it that just got called out? Was it Curtis Blades? Yeah. I mean, Curtis Blades looks like the option. The rematch there makes sense. You got the storyline. The redemption is there. Back in England. I understand it. Personally, just from a fight perspective, if we can't do John Jones, I'd want Cyril Gane. Run it in England or France. Probably England because Tom's the champ. I love it. I love that fight stylistically, and I think Tom beats him. So for me, Gane is the pick. Just like talking MMA, don't we all, man? Did you figure out any more from the vertical streaming? I mentioned in the musical, he said it would help. Yeah, man. What's up as well? I hope you're well. But I haven't, I looked into it. Because I got, actually, as you said that, and I stopped streaming the other week, I actually got like a YouTube ad for it and some things. I don't have it on my, I can't see them on Shorts on my phone. I don't know why. I guess I don't have an update or it hasn't been rolled out yet. But I was thinking that there's also almost a downside to it because I don't want people subscribing to my channel from like random live streams that pop up on like Shorts feeds or like TikTok feeds, same thing, because they're never going to really watch my content. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like if I get people in here, these people are actually going to be tuning in for me, not just because they're mindlessly scrolling in for Shorts. You know, they're tuning in for the conversation and for the good time and the chill environment. That's what I want people in here for. So I'm debating whether I do it or not. 2 guys named Bam Bam got choked unconscious. Who was the other one? Am I stupid? What video am I working on? Joe, I am working on my big project. It is the history of the UFC video. It's an hour long. It has been a really fun project, I have to say. And that is the reason I didn't get a video out on Friday. And there might not be one there probably won't be this one for this Friday coming up. But it will be worth the wait. I do promise you that, because it's going to be out on the 29th. It's targeted for the 29th. If I finish it early, I'll put it out earlier, but I probably won't. So 29th of April, or March, sorry. And you're going to love it. I can't lie. It's probably going to be my best thing yet. I'm really enjoying it right now. Can you make a video on top 5 fighters that went bald? Number 1, Aldo. Volkanovski. He was in my Mythical Fighters video. He's got to be number 1, bro. Volkanovski, bro. Undefeated. Well, not anymore. What is interim champ? Basically, when the undisputed champion of a division can't fight, whether that's due to injury or whatever, if they don't vacate, the UFC needs to keep the division moving, essentially. So they'll create an interim belt for 2 guys to fight over while the undisputed champion is out injured or give or take, or not being able to fight for whatever reason. And when you get the interim champ, they, in usual circumstances, unify it in a match against the undisputed champion. The only problem with that is, with Tom Aspinall, they've just decided to ignore that completely. So the interim champ title for him kind of makes no sense. It's stupid. He should be the undisputed champ, really. Jones should vacate the belt, but he's not. I do see what you mean. It makes sense. Yeah. Sort of like quality over quantity. It's more in terms of the viewership, yeah. 301 looks like a decent card. Ali, brother, I wouldn't go that far. I can't lie to you. It's, to be fair, with Aldo on it, that's a nice boost. I saw it before. Let's have a look. Let's have a look right now. Oh, Pereira's fighting on it, isn't he? To be fair, he just fought. I'm glad he's being active. Smith Petrino. I actually think that's going to be a brutal finish for Petrino. Oh, Jack Shaw's fighting. I didn't even know that. That's my brother. Okay, right. Now I'm actually invested. Paul Craig Bradley. You know, I take it back. You're right. It's actually pretty fun. Drakkar Close fighting Elvis Brenner on the card. You're not going to lie. I'm there for it. And Aldo, as you said. I'm there for it, man. I'm absolutely there for it. I'm a big fan. I take it back. Yeah, Aldo come back. Yeah, we were just talking about it, Hills. I don't want him back personally, just from a respect perspective. But hey, I won't skip a Jose Aldo match ever. Paul Craig should be main event, nah. And I like Paul Craig. I'm glad Jack Shaw's fighting. I didn't even know he was fighting. One of the few fighters I've interviewed. How many fighters have I interviewed? It's just 2, right? I think it is 2. Yeah. I've interviewed Jack Shaw and Mark Hunt. They're the 2 fighters I've done an interview with. Shout out Jack Shaw for giving me taking his time to do that. That was an old podcast episode a while back. It's awful. My interviewing skills are awful, but it's not that bad. I think I did okay for my first time. You guys can check that out. If you scroll back through the MMA Creators Podcast channel, you'll find it. If you get more bot type subs, it will get in the algo more regardless, and you get more real subs. Yeah, exactly. I guess so. It's a good point. I'll definitely have a look into it. The other problem is I can't, because I'm actually technically streaming through my phone now. I'd have to do it both at the same time in some way, because my phone's linked to my computer and then it's connected to OBS essentially. So it is technically through my computer, but on my phone. It's just like the phone is being used as a sort of proxy camera, something like that. It's hard to explain. Elvis Brenner Care last November was nasty. Yeah, one of my favorites in recent memory. Brutal. That guy Shaw is fighting. Root for him. No hate against Shaw though. I don't know. Who's he fighting again? Let's have a look. Janderson Brito. I probably think is half these guys, when you watch this, you just forget everybody. Like, I've probably seen this guy fight. I just don't remember at all. He looks like a bit of a killer. I can't lie. Oh, to be fair, he lost his debut. He beat Andre Fili, though. That's a legit win. Okay, so he's like a fringes of top 15 guy. If you could schedule a fight card, the fight card / pay-per-views, how would I do it? One pay-per-view a month, 2 fight cards a month. Yeah, I definitely go less than more. I personally, because I'm surrounded by MMA all the time, I get burnt out. It's hard. So personally, I just cut down on the amount of fight nights for one and invest that time and resources into better fight nights for one. But I understand that you can't really do that because you've got such a large roster. So you'd have to trim the roster down. That's what I would do. But again, it's a money thing. If I'm Dana White, I don't blame him for doing what he's doing. I don't blame the company for doing what they're doing because it's a revenue thing. You know, you're paying those fighters for one, obviously not as much as they should be. But the point is, that's costly. You got more people on your payroll. You have to put on more fight cards. That's just how it is. And you got the ESPN contract as well. So I understand it. But if it was up to me and money wasn't really an issue, then I'd probably cut down the number of fight nights. I think the pay-per-view's in a good spot. One a month is good because it makes you look forward to them, to be honest. I'm not really mad about that. And I'd probably just abolish the women's featherweight division, but I think it already has been, actually. I'll take that back. Yeah, something like... I just cut down the number of fight nights. That's probably the big thing. Ronan MMA is doing lives a day. Getting like 2K subs in a couple of weeks. It might be more amplified because you have more subs. Yeah, I'll give it a crack. Yeah, I think I remember you mentioned that last week. Was it Ronan or it might have been someone else? Panada, what's up, man? You can't, bro. Don't come in saying, ooh, you can't be doing that, man. Oh, God, I've just seen this strand of hair straight up covering my eye on the camera. Terrible. Got to get the trim, boys. Hair's getting too long. At least on the front. Right, there we go. Now I can actually see. What's up? George, is that you, bro? It is. UFC Fight Simulation. For on his ult. Yeah, was getting out wrestled a little until he hit a ninja choke, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he looks legit. Maybe bigger fight cards. I don't know. I think the pay-per-view's in a good spot. I don't understand the hate about the pay-per-view saying, oh, these pay-per-views suck. 301's not that crazy, I will admit. But that's a bit of a one-off. I think generally speaking, we're kind of spoiled for the pay-per-views. And even the ones which don't seem good in hindsight, a year or two down the line, you look back on saying, oh, these are actually really good cards. Ronan more consistent. I'll have a look, man. I'll have a look. It's definitely a good shout. That's one I'm a bit wary about using shorts as well because you get good subs from shorts, but it's like it doesn't translate to long form content really that well. I don't know. I'll have a look. I'm looking at his live archives now. Shit, yeah, you're right. Interesting. I'll definitely think about giving it a crack, man. Really liking these fast favors. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they always stack the first few months of the year. So it was the same with last year. Last year we had, what was 283? UFC 283. Was that Ankalaev? No, that was 282. I don't remember 283. Was that Jamot Hill versus Thingy? Yeah, that was Glover versus Hill. That was okay. But then you had 284, which was Volkanovski versus Islam. Crazy. 285 was Jones versus Garn. Leon versus Usman trilogy for 286. 287 was Pereira Adesanya 2. 288 was Sterling versus Cejudo. Yeah. And 289 was Nunes versus Pena, wasn't it? I believe. 280, yeah. Nunes versus Pena too. So that was a bit stinky. But hey, we had a good run. Do I train at a gym? I did at university. Well, I trained in a university club, but no, not right now. I mean, I've been working out, but not training recently because again, as I still medical shit put me out of the way. But hey, I think posting short clips of videos on TikTok is what Lana Rivera's doing. Try and get more viewers. Yeah, he does it well. To be fair, he does it well. This year's pay-per-view has been so good. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely a burnout. I will agree, but for the most part, the pay-per-views are great. I always look forward to a pay-per-view. Anything about the stuff? I just thought it might help. No, I appreciate it all the same, man. I'm definitely going to look into it because it's such a new feature. So, doesn't hurt to try it. But I got to be wary of that. As I said, I want to build out the core audience because I want people who are subscribing to the channel to actually be people who want to invest in my content and enjoy it. That's what I care about. So I do care about the sub count because it's nice to have that number get bigger. Anyone who says they don't care is lying. And who says they don't care about the views is lying. I can tell you that firsthand. But at the same time, for people like you guys, the guys I want in these chats, I want people who are actually here for the content and here for the vibes. Not just here for me, but here for the conversation in the chat. 300 predictions. Jamal Hill will TKO Alex Pereira. Call me insane. I think he'll either TKO him or he might win by decision. I don't know. He definitely ain't going to sub him. I'll say that. I think Yan Xiaonan's got a good crack, but I'm going to go Weili Zhang. I'm torn on the Justin Gaethje Holloway fight. I really am. I'm going with Charles Oliveira because I'm tired of doubting him, but that fight could go either way. Nickel's going to run through Cody Brundage. Rakic will beat up Prochazka for 3 rounds. Sterling will sub Cater. Kayla Harrison will wrestle fuck Holly Holm, and Diego Lopez will... I think he'll TKO Sadiq Yusuf. And Turner will do the same to Moicano. Bro, there's so many bangers on this. I don't know. I don't want to hear any YouTubers, content creators, fans saying that UFC 300 is not stacked. Get out of here with it, man. Cody's still quite young. Dude is just chinny. Nah, he's not even. He's chinny at flyweight. He's chinny at flyweight because he had to cut an extreme amount of weight, and Kai Kara France just put him away pretty easy. Bantamweight, he's got a good chin. It's just his defense sucks. So it's a myth saying that he took a battering from Rob Font and didn't go down. You know? And Pedro Munoz, he took a load of big shots before he eventually got clipped with that last one. It's just the defense isn't there. But his chin's actually all right at bantamweight. I think that's one of the biggest myths in the game. Far better than Merab's. Cody Garbrandt has got a better chin than Merab by a mile. When do you ever see Cody Garbrandt get sort of stunned? Like stunned like from a sort of quick flush shot where you just get dropped like that. Like how Cejudo clipped Merab. That doesn't happen to Garbrandt at bantamweight, personally. Finance are good to help a name for smaller fighters, and when they do get on the prelims and pay-per-views, helps put the name out there. No, I agree, but I think every fan can agree that we need less of the Apex Center. I think that's pretty clear. Save the history video for the 29th. That's my birthday. I want to celebrate. No, it's coming out the 29th. It is. Well, I mean, it should by any and barring any sort of external circumstances, it should be coming out the 29th, man. Nah, Hill's getting slept. No, I think Jamal Hill's got very nice fundamentals. I actually think he'll outstrike Pereira with his fists. For me, it's all in the leg kicks. Hill's got to be able to deal with those leg kicks. If he can't do that, then Pereira will beat him. But I think with the fists, I think Jamal Hill's a better striker. For MMA, much better striker. Just with the hands. It's a close fight, though. Yusuf versus Bilal in a Twitter match. When he gets title fight in the division. Yeah, run it. Dillashaw says hello. Yeah, but Dillashaw put him away. Dillashaw put him away hard, man. Even in the rematch, he took a battering and they had to get... He was a standing TKO in their rematch. Like, he can take a shot at bantamweight. I don't want to hear otherwise. Like, anytime he's been finished and KO'd at bantamweight, he's taken either accumulation of some seriously heavy shots. He's not chinny. Didn't Cody literally headbutt TJ's right hand? Dude has been fighting much better to not get outclassed by unranked dudes. He's done well recently. I know, obviously, you could say what you want to say about the level of competition. Who's he fought? I can't remember what the names were, which is kind of an indication, right? But is he on a 3-fight winning streak, right? Or two fights? Brian Kelleher, like, that's a good win. I mean, it's Brian Kelleher, but still a good win. The guy's pretty good. Trevin Jones, yeah, bit of an arse win, can't lie, but yeah, 2-fight winning streak. Okay. Not 3. Anyone complains about the card so much? Even last night, the card was rad in comparison to what it used to be. I disagree. I thought last card was fight for fight, not that great. It's not terrible, but, we deserve better, I think, as fans. Does Bilal deserve a title shot? Yeah, of course he does. Do I want to see him fight for the title? Not particularly. Am I a man of principle? Absolutely. So, yes, he should get the shot. TikTok was comparing post-Jones Santos' leg kicks to Alex's leg kicks. That is actually wrong. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. He needs to go, my guy. Go the buzz cut away, like our Lord and Savior Deshaun Strickland. Bro, if I look... No way. If I go bald, terrible idea. No, mate, I've got luscious locks, bro. Look at these. Look at that. Look at the fact we're sort of in the mullet era, but I've kind of let it grow out too much. It looked better a couple months ago. I've just been lazy. Cody's one of my favorite fighters of all time. It's an inspirational story. He's just he's a good dude. Probably not that much going on inside of here, but he's a pretty good dude. You can't deny him that. Last night's card was a million times better than no card at all. I mean, it's MMA. I'll take MMA. You know, that's a good point. When Shavkat will fight and who? I don't know, man. I mean, JDM called him out, so I'd run that fight. First fight, TJ dropped him, one clean shot after getting dropped. Cody has no chin, he's getting slept. I do think Figgy will probably sleep him, but not out cold. I think Figgy he'll finish him for sure, but, you know, I want Cody to win. Aben, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Think Bilal not getting touch shots because of political views? No. He's just boring to fight. He's boring to watch fight. He never has an exciting fight. That's literally it. That's the crux of it, man. It really doesn't have to be much more complex than that. Leon Edwards was the same. Edwards never got the shot because he was quite unquote boring. I disagree personally. I always think Edwards is fun to watch because he's so technically gifted. But each to their own, you know. Ty was robbed last night. Still breathing. Herb Dean fault. Yeah, Herb Dean fault indeed. Save the moustache. And the watch is enormous. You don't like the what? You do or you don't like them? I'm confused. Other than that, good content you on your videos. Thank you, bro. The next one's going to be a banger. I promise you that. Last night's card was way better than a Bellator PFL card. Nah, I think PFL has some... Like, Cedric Doumbé, as much as the main event sucked versus that other guy, it was a pretty decent card. Yeah, I agree, Aben. It wasn't great. It was okay. That's probably what I'd say. Cody Strap regarded. Disregarded or regarded? What do you mean regarded? Regarded as what? Shavkat versus Sanko make it happen, Daniel get oiled up. Brilliant. Could you imagine if that would ever happen? Amarine versus McKenny last night. Brutal armbar. I think I saw it. How early was that? I might have watched it. I missed a lot of the fights, so I'm not sure. It all blends into one, man. Honestly, you get so disenfranchised with MMA sometimes. MVP versus Leon versus Wonderboy versus Ian Gary. Fatal 4-way. Straight out WWE. Hey, listen, they've merged with the WWE now, so you never know what they're going to do. You never know. I mean, I've started by this, though. If you just say Ian Gary specifically, his matchup with Leon Edwards is probably a lot closer than most guys in that division just because of the stylistic matchup, you know? Crazy stoppage. You should rewatch it. I will. I'll have a look. Trying to find the silver lining and everything, trying to tamp down negativity. Yeah, I agree. The MMA community gets really toxic sometimes, and it's just a load of bullshit, but it's whatever, man. You're going to get people complaining all the time. OSP want to fight? Yeah, he fucked my bet, man. He fucked my parlay. Kennedy Njoku has so much potential, but he's such a fraud. His fight IQ is 0. Watches and almost, you need to go smaller. I disagree, man. I love it. I love it personally. I'm actually very picky on watches. As most watches I actually really don't like, but I absolutely love mine. I think it's perfect, bro. It's not too big and it's not too small. I disagree. Each to their own, man. Each to their own. I was saying Sergey Pav and Sergey Spivak versus Alexander Volkov and Alexander Romanov. Ooh. What? Just as fights? I think, yeah, I like Pavlovich versus Volkov a lot. I think that makes sense. And Spivak Romanov makes sense as well. I'm there for it, man. People are spoiled sometimes. Yeah, when people start yapping about pay-per-views, I don't want to hear it. Because generally thinking, I think the pay-per-views always do a good job. At least on the matchup front. You can't predict how a fight's going to go. So on that front, I don't care. But on the matchup front, people whining about pay-per-views, generally speaking, barring a once in a blue moon shit card, I think is a load of bullshit, bro. Sanko versus Shavkat 5 rounds live from Sanko's bedroom. If she got a husband, I wonder what he's thinking about it, bro. Fat Njoku was minus 700 as a joke. Yeah, he's a bit fraudulent. Great. He's so weird because sometimes he's so fucking good. His chin is sus, actually. I'll say that. Dustin Jacoby put him away with not even that hard of a shot. He is good, but he's good until he isn't. That's probably what I'd say. Shogun's ghosted better, for real. Levi Goat, what's up, man? I don't recognize you. So if you've been in the stream before, I apologize, but welcome if you haven't, bro. Good to see you. In the WWE way, like tag team, you do like Volkov versus Sergey? Yeah. Oh, right. You want it as a tag team? I was just thinking of individual matchups. I think Volkov Sergey is a great fight. Shows you how good that win is for Aspinall, by the way. Sorry to be a little bit of a glazer for him, but out of nowhere, you know, it shows you how good Aspinall made Volkov, let's be honest, look like a joke. And that's no disrespect to Volkov. It's just Aspinall's that good. And you see how much success Volkov has had since then. Shows you how good of a win that really was. Father gave me a watch on my 16th birthday. I always love it. Yeah, this was a gift for me actually as well. 4 years ago? I don't know. But I'm a big fan. I love it. It was to blame for 151 being cancelled. John, Greg Jackson, Henderson, the UFC. That whole thing was a shit show. I've read up on that ages ago. Dana really fucking John Jones was in Dana White's black book for that for a while, right? It was a bit of a shit show. But I don't know. I don't know enough to say who was at fault, you know? My tea's gone cold. First words to stand by Eminem, but it is actually true. My tea has gone cold. Every time I see Aspinall Sergey KO on highlight vids, I look away and pretend it didn't happen. Oh, you big Sergey fan. You better be glad you didn't see my 295 watch along, bro. Oh my God, I went ballistic. I was touting in stream beforehand. Guys, some of you guys will know. You guys who were in the stream back then, you'll know how much I was saying that Aspinall was going to spark him. You know, I was saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I said it. And in the words of Adesanya, I manifested this. I manifested it. So I was ecstatic when that happened. I mean, obviously, Aspinall's my favorite fighter. I've been following him for fucking ages. So it was a really special moment, you know. Hey, he headlined the first card I ever went to live. And obviously, I've been watching him since his debut in the UFC. So it was pretty special. I was very happy. Kyle, I was rooting for Sergey. I like Sergey, but I don't know how you can root for him over Aspinall personally because his personality is a bit nothing, really. Put the tea in the microwave, then it'll be the same. Trust me. Yeah, but I'm like going downstairs and leaving you guys for that shit. Con was coked up during the Roadhouse premiere. Yeah, I saw that. Good Lord. Makes me wonder if that channel fight's ever going to happen. Honestly, at this point, I almost give up on it. It's just like, who knows? But hey. You do watch along? Not anymore. I did a couple. I did one for 295 and 296. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I can't stream for 5 to 6 hours until 7 in the morning. It's just too difficult. So respect to the guys that do it because it's a lot harder than it looks. Because, you know, you've obviously got a camera on you at all times. So you have to be present, reacting, conversation, you know, conversing, talking to people. And that is quite a difficult thing to do. Sometimes I just want to watch the UFC in you know, chilling out with some snacks and just having a good time, you know. It is difficult, so I probably won't do them in the future, barring a one-off maybe every once in a while, but hey, it's hard. 300, I got to do it. Maybe not the whole card, just the main, but come on. I'll consider it. Don't get your hopes up, but I will consider it. It is 300, to be fair. As I said, maybe a one-off. I'll consider it. But the only problem is another thing, that you're competing for so much as well, because there's loads of people are doing watch-alongs, so it's hard to actually... I know some of you guys would tune in for it, and I appreciate that, so I will consider. Who should Thai fight next? One more loss and he's done. Nah, he's got the name value. They're not going to cut him. They won't cut him. This makes no sense to cut Tai Tuivasa, even if he loses again, because at the end of the day, he could just turn around and knock a guy out in his next fight. I'm not saying he's going to do that, but that's... You don't know. Who else? Who's a heavyweight right now? Let's have a look. What's heavyweight rankings? I mean, who do you match him up against realistically here? Oh, fuck it, Chris Barnett or some shit. Why not run him against Chris Barnett? That's a fun one, right? Am I crazy? I'd do that. Chris Barnett versus Tai Tuivasa. Or Gaziv, yeah. Rosenstrike. Nah, Rosenstrike's coming off a win. I don't think you can do that. Rosenstrike's a little bit too high for him, I think. Maybe. Time we've been waiting for Conor McGregor fight. Jones has come back, won the title, and took another break. Yeah, it's fucking wild, isn't it? Wild. China's wasted years of his career. I was thinking this the other day. Like, what? Also, is he even going to get paid more? Because that's not how it works. Cerrone got paid the same as he normally does when he fought Conor. There's no, unless you're a champ, there's no such thing as the only thing, the red panty night thing. The only reason that happened was because he said it to RDA, and obviously RDA would have got pay-per-view points when they fought, as did Eddie Alvarez, right? They both would have got pay-per-view points because they were champs. Any of the other guys Conor McGregor would have fought is not getting, you know, that red panty night, so I don't really understand it. Obviously, it depends if it's like a short notice thing, then they can obviously give you extra pay, but I don't think that's a set thing, is it? It's just like they'll do it if they do it. 5-fight losing streak and they can't cut him. It's 4, isn't it? Oh, you're saying if he loses again. Being a fan favorite only works when you're winning or Tony Ferguson. Yeah, but people watch when Tuivasa fights because of who he is. So I'll enjoy watching yours because you actually interact with the chat. Most of the bigger ones, Guru, pick and choose which messages they read. Yes, but that's the kind of the downside when you get big on a stream. When a streamer gets big, you know, it's harder to keep track of everybody. And let's say hypothetically that ever happens in it, I will promise to do my best to not even, you know, keep track of all you guys, because I do my best to do that anyway, and you guys know that. But, you know, read as much as I can. I do my best to do that. But again, it is harder. It's harder when you have more people in the chat, so I understand. Molecules shake around and cause it to heat up. Do they land in the same position when they stop being agitated? Bro, why are you dropping a science lesson on us? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ty versus Barnett and Ghazi versus Parisian? I'm there for that. I think Ty versus Barnett is a banger. Do you think Tony will ever win? No, I don't. I don't think he wins again. I really don't. Girls like 2K videos on an average stream. Of course, you're going to have to pick and choose. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But again, that's what I'm saying. It's the trade-off, isn't it? That's the trade-off you have. And as this stream gradually builds and we foster a bigger community, there's going to be a bit of a contrast. Read the message before. I don't think it popped up, man. I don't see it. Yeah, your message didn't pop up. I know it does. It does that sometimes. So it might show up for you. Sometimes they don't for me. So I was so confused on what you're talking about. It might have got flagged or something. Big was a Guru joke. If you caught that one, oh, I didn't even catch it. To be fair. See, I'm like Cody Garbrandt, bro. Nothing really going on in here. Tony Ferguson type beat. Brain doesn't operate correctly sometimes. When you get to 1 million subs or a coke addiction, make me admin. I can guarantee the second one won't happen. But fuck it, yeah, sure. Why not, eh? Fair. At some point, I'll get a mod or a moderator or some shit. But again, we don't need that now. I can manage. Someone mentioned microwaves, though it triggered me. Oh, I did not see that. Chris Bond hasn't fought in a minute. He was meant to, but his fight got cancelled last minute, didn't it? No, he was going to fight even... I think he was meant to fight after that, like even not that long ago. Wasn't it like a couple months ago he was meant to fight? He had a cancelled fight, didn't he? I don't know. Oh, shit. His wife died in 2022. Damn. Jesus, I did not know that. I'm just looking on Wikipedia to see who he's scheduled to face. Yeah, he was meant to fight Mohammed Usman in March. Oh, next week. This week. Yeah, he's meant to fight this week. But Mohammed Usman's got a replacement now. What's the joke? The Guru's fat. To be fair, he ain't even. Credit to him. But it's funny to say he is, you know. Volk loves to fight too much to retire. If he continues to lose, I reckon he should move to bantamweight. He ain't cutting to bantamweight, bro. No way he ever makes bantamweight. No. And I don't think that would end well for him either. Because the weight cut would be so extreme, he'd just get chinned. Aldo was a rare breed. I don't think most guys can't do that. And Aldo killed himself to make bantamweight as is, and he's much smaller than Volk. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Aldo did it, but there's no way Volk would be able to. No way. Especially with all the lightweight, you know, he's been moving up at lightweight a lot, so nah. Too taxing on the body at his age to do it. Personally, I don't think he should. I don't think he even could. Honestly, if it was up to me, I'd make him retire now because he's done all he needs to do. But he's not going to do that. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. To be fair, he's losing to Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria, who are arguably two of the best fighters right now. So, you know, no shame in that. Aldo coming out of retirement to catch another L. Hopefully not. I don't want him to. I don't want. Yeah. Words are gone. I just don't want him to come out of retirement. What have the microwaves do to you? Yeah. Do you think Arman winning against Charles? Brother, it's a pick 'em. I'm picking Charles because I'm tired of picking against him. That's the only reason. Oh my god, that voice crack. Good god. Not my day. But no, I'd pick either. Honestly, it's a hard one to call. It really is. If not Topuria next, who's for Volk? Well, he said he wanted to stay at lightweight, so he obviously is going to get the Topuria rematch, which I don't think will go well for him. Let me get the rankings up. I mean, I worry he'd get finished again against Topuria. I really do. But I mean, if he stays at lightweight, why not? You know, he deserves to be chucked in that top end, the top 5 for sure. So, call me insane, but Michael Chandler versus Volkanovski, I'm absolutely there for that. Or Arnold Allen, maybe. That's a good shout. I'm there for either of those. Arnold Allen or... Where's my brain just gone blank? Who did I say? Michael Chandler. I think they're both bangers. Usyk is a good shot. Yeah, he does. I think Pantoja's time will come. In fact, I thought if it was Makayev fighting, I would be picking Makayev. Purely for the fact that Pantoja is really old for a flyweight, and he's been taking a battering in his last few fights. So, yeah, tough one. Really tough one. I think Usyk could definitely put him away. But I think Pantoja will out-grapple him, I do. I just reposted it twice. Yeah, I don't see it, man. Yeah, they don't know why they don't like that. I ain't got no keywords blocked or anything, so that's weird. Emmett Volk, fucking hell. It's crazy that they're even the same weight class, isn't it? Nuts. Got tongue twisted. That almost committed a haram act. Your tongue twisted. Fuck. I'm getting tongue twisted by a tongue twister, bro. Good God. Yeah, that's a 10-8. I'll give you that, bro. You 10-8 me. What's up, Arthur? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. I wouldn't pick Makayev. No, I think Makayev would out-grapple him. He's got the youth on his side. I actually do. Yeah, he did look trash, but you could talk about that, and it's a stylistic thing, isn't it? Everyone said Edwards would lose to Usman, but, you know, loads of different factors go into it. I think Makayev would beat Pantoja purely because Pantoja's old. That's it. And Makayev will 100% be champ. The guy's only 23. It's absurd. Microwaving a baked potato or scrambled egg should be a criminal offense. Oh, right. So that I agree with. God, if you microwave scrambled eggs, you deserve to be shot. I shouldn't say that. Am I going to get demonetized for that? Good God. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Microwaving scrambled eggs is sacrifice. Sacrilege. I can't speak, boys. It's not happening for me today. Think Pantoja could beat him? Yeah, he can. He can. Guy's pretty trash. I'm not like really performance against Perez. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't, but he is good, and he's only 23. So even if he does fight for the belt soon and he loses, he'll still be champ in the future, in my opinion. He's very good. Usyk's a better grappler than he is a striker. Yeah. He's good. He's very well-rounded. Pantoja's got unreal BJJ, though. 16 viewers? Yeah, we're cooking, bro. I think the most I ever had in here was 60-something when I streamed right after Ngannou fought Fury. Some of you guys were probably in it for that, actually. And I got loads of random people in here. Holloway fight should be the main event. I agree with that, actually, for 300. But it doesn't make sense having a non-title fight, you know? 10-8 again? Yeah. You picked Edwards against Usman? Bro, so did I. Welcome to the club, Zinni. Bro. I did that as well. I went with chest because I know this game. Both times he earned me good money. See the Brian battle, no contest? Yeah. Oh my God. What was the name of the guy he was fighting? Stupid, bro. Started talking a big game after he looked for the way out, even though he was getting his ass handed to him. Stupid. Alex Perez could defend his takedowns. Pantoja could 100%, and he takes him on the feet. Yeah. But again, you got to factor in the fact that Makayev was dealing with, you know, he was on antibiotics. He was dealing with some sort of virus or illness, and that affects you massively. It does, especially at that top level. So that is definitely a factor. Like, let's not lie. Makayev has looked a lot better than that before. So, you know. And he's young as well. As I said, I feel like I know I keep harping on about it, but it's true. He's very young. Do that more often as a card that ends pretty early UK time. Stream right after. Yeah, it's a shout. If they do another Abu Dhabi card, I'll definitely stream right after. Angelusa quit. That's it. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, ridiculous. Started talking a big game for no reason, bro. Ridiculous. How the fuck did Usyk get the title shot? Because UFC want to make money. That's the reality of it. Actually, I say that I don't really know because I feel like regardless of how exciting you might think Makayev is or isn't, he's got a big audience. He's got a very big audience. So I don't really know. I think, honestly, Makayev would probably sell better. More people know who Makayev is than Usyk. Jan beat O'Malley? I agree. But that fight is actually closer than I initially remembered. I will say that. Next few fight nights are going to be rough, mate. It's making me tired, even just you just saying those words, and I'm envisioning them in my head, and it just makes me want to go to sleep. Make the fights you can make when you can make them, Uncle Chael. 101. The ancient proverb of the undisputed GOAT of West Lynn, Oregon. Chael P. Sonnen. I swear, every time I start looking at Chael Sonnen clips to put in my videos, it makes me crack up. It's a good time. Hey, whoa. Whoa. How the hell has that even passed through the YouTube censorship thing? What the hell? I do not know how that's gotten through. I don't have any, irrespective of that, I don't have any problems with Bo Nickel, Nickel, being on the main card because he's going to be a big name in the future. So, and why not? It's going to promote him upwards. I understand it. How do you feel about Petr Yan after beating Song? Yeah, showed good resolve. We had a leg injury in the first round. I thought Song Yudong looked very good. And Song Yudong is one of the most underrated guys in the roster, in my opinion. I think he's very, very, very good. And I wasn't sure if Yan would do it. I really wasn't. But fair play, he rallied back. And something I picked up on was that you're so much charisma, and you get when fighters are able to speak English or they learn English, even if it's not very good, and as long as they're willing to learn, that adds so much endearment for like the wider fan base. I was never really a Petr Yan fan before that, but one, the fight was a banger, and two, his English on the mic was kind of heartwarming. Made me a bit more of a fan, you know. Should I deal with 1-for-1 more DJ title fight? Very good. DJ Pantoja would sell, maybe as a main. I actually think it would. I almost feel like his legacy. Actually, I don't know if it would though. It's easy to say that, but as fans, we're fans of MMA, but casual fans aren't even buying that at all. If DJ's fine, you know. I think it's better for Makayev to not get a title shot right now. He has time to get better with a Royval fight. Yeah, I mean, it might work for him in the long run. I kind of agree with that. But I almost feel like the title shot, win or lose, would be a good experience for him anyway, because it's that sort of stakes, those high level. So I think both options are right, you know. Cheo had the worst childhood. Times with his father didn't even make 100 grand. And I know his maid only came twice a week, bro. Crazy. And he saw a guy in a park just throw gum onto the floor. Didn't even put it in the bin. That's what he had to deal with as a kid, man. Crazy. Troubled childhood in the mean streets of Western Oregon. Phil is a Chad. You guys know each other or something? What's happening here? Almost hit 100K. Yeah, crazy. Studying Uncle Chael's teachings has allowed me to be able to see beyond all the BS and appreciate things more. Yeah, I mean, mate, everything he says is true. He saw the Nogueira brothers feeding a carrot, mate. Feeding the bus a carrot. And petting it like a horse, you know? And they thought it was a horse. They didn't understand. It's true. Islam and Khabib have said learning English is the best thing you can do for your brand. Yeah, that interview with Islam, he says that, doesn't he? Yo, Rigo, what's up, bro? Rigo in the chat. Hope you're well, bro. How's the channel going? Any upcoming fights you were keeping your eye on for me? Benoit Saint-Denis? Is that BSD? I'm assuming you mean Benoit Saint-Denis. I can't think of the off the top of my head, bro. Does that make me a casual? I don't know. Leo, be real. When you drop in a tier list with the hottest female fights, bro, I can't stoop that low. I ain't about that. You know my channel ain't about that, bro. That's not Rigo. Have I been baited? Man, I was considering that. Disgraceful. There was a guy a while back who did the same thing, but with Alexander Volkanovski. And I was like, what? The thing is, that one was obvious. You know what I mean? I could actually believe Rigo being in the chat. I can't actually check either, because for some reason it doesn't let me click on the channel when I go on click their profile. It's so stupid. If I'm on my stream tab, it doesn't let me anyway. Can I do it through here? Let's have a look. Fake ass Rigo, bro. Disgraceful behavior. Who's doing that these days, bro? Who's faking being Rigo, bro? Come on, man. Oh my god, no way that's you. Oh my god, this Morgan Wallen motherfucker. I don't know who that is. This guy's a generational troll, bro. I do not know who Morgan Wallen is. Who's your goal at 155? I mean, realistically, it's between... I mean, Makhachev. If Makhachev wins his next fight, it will be Makhachev. There's no doubt. I tend to go by most title defenses. And I think that means he'll match Khabib, right? It's not lightweight hasn't actually got that many in terms of in a row. I'd have to go Makhachev if he wins his next fight. When you get the Thug Shaker for us, what is that? I recognize that from somewhere. Why do I even do this for you guys? Seriously. What the fuck is this? I'm trying to find a video on it right now. Is this some sort of fucking new wave dance that children do? What is it? What the fuck is it? Bro, no. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely fucking not. What's up, Weston? Sorry, I didn't see you in the chat there for a minute. Thank you for giving me that information, though. I love that Chel guy, bro. Exactly. He thought it would go, and it means you tap, you lose the round. Exactly. Banning for impersonation. Nah, listen. There's one thing impersonating a fight. Impersonating Rigo is about as low as you can get. Dustin will beat Islam. Nah. I hope so. That would be a fairy tale moment, and I'd love it, but I don't see it. Do you actually have no soul? Funny. I do question that sometimes. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I do, thankfully. Thoughts on Aspinall making Jones hold his pockets? I thought the face-off was cool, long overdue. Jones was clearly pissed and maybe a little bit rattled. Maybe that's just the Aspinall bias kicking in for me. But hey, we're not going to get the fight anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's all semantics until until they're squared off in a cage. It's all fucking semantics and bullshit. So I'm not really too bothered about it. It's a classic Ginger joke. Yes, it is from 2006. How do you feel about Tommy Aspinall becoming the heavyweight GOAT? He will. There's no doubt in my mind he will. He'll go down as the greatest heavyweight ever. 100%. There's not even a debate. The most amount of title defenses at heavyweight is 4, and they weren't even in a row. They were in 2 separate reigns. Aspinall absolutely matched that, in my opinion. I don't think there's any debate. I've been lurking, running errands, and doing chores. That's all love, man. You jump in when you want to jump in. I appreciate it all the same, so thank you. Jones pussied out with the face-off with Aspinall. You two really making it down. Oh, did they... Oh, my God. They flagged that as well. Yeah, I don't blame them, but hey. Yeah, it's whatever. You know, it's just what I'm saying. I'm not too fussed about all this hype build-up shit. I just want to see him fight, and I want to see Aspinall beat him, because that's what will happen. But I just don't see it happening, man. I just don't. Leona's a good shot, become the welterweight GOAT, 100%. 100% at 3 or 4. I mean, it's easy to say that if he gets like 3 or 4 more. I definitely think he can do it. I don't think he matches up badly with anyone in that welterweight division. Really. Honestly, he's so well-rounded, I don't see him beating anybody. Or losing to anybody, rather. Am I good at impressions? Some of them, yeah. I tell you, I'll give this to you guys. I don't think I've ever done this on stream before, but if you guys like Lord of the Rings, the one impression I actually can do very well, and I say this now, I'll probably fuck it up, but I've got a very good Gollum impression. A very good Gollum impression. I'll do the Chell one after. I need to clear my throat out for this. If you guys... this is actually... You can do this pretty well sometimes, but now I got to prepare, and now I'm going to bottle it, but... Okay. Maybe I've done this on stream before. I don't know. Okay. Yes. He took the precious from us. There you go. Hope you guys like that. That's I'm pretty proud of that one. But yeah, Chael Sonnen. Chael's hard to do though. How do you do a Chael Sonnen impression? I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of which Chael Sonnen line he would say. Yeah. He tried to feed a bus a carrot. He thought it was a horse. He started petting it. It's terrible. It's terrible. What else did he say? I can't even know. It's terrible. I can't let you get close. That is awful. No one speaks like Chael, though. That's the thing. He's got such a weird fucking voice. Spot on. Thank you. I'd say the Gollum one is pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that. Hoxonville, yeah, big man Frederick. That was clearly Rigo, bro. I bet you that's still your profile. I can't lie. That's 100%. Is it you? Is it him? No, it's not. It's some... Bro, I'm so confused then now. I don't even know anymore. American Leo Cooper is a new nightmare. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, an American accent's not that hard to do. Do you know what I mean? Hey, go, you're the whole package. You got Arsenal. That's actually quite good, but it's also awful at the same time. Terrible. Get more aggressive. I ain't getting mad with it. They call you Chael Sonnen. You're goddamn right they do. That guy who just starts spitting in front of him, bro. I love that clip. He speaks like he's in The Godfather. Yeah, I see it. Do you think it's valid that me and my friends wear suits to watch 300? No, I think that's kind of cool, you know? If you're wait, are you going? If you're going, I kind of rate that. If you're not, then a little bit weird. But at the same time, you do you, man. Don't let anyone judge you for that shit. Want to get some HGH and only apply it to my face so I can look more like Uncle Chael? Wow, that is... You want to look like Uncle Chael? He's just weird looking, isn't he? You know what I'm saying? We need a Scouse impression. How are we, lad? You want some chicken, lad? I'm from Liverpool. What's up, darling, lad? How are you? 7.1 out of 10. Get more aggressive with it, boy. Bro, don't call me boy. It's fair. Frederick, if you are as old as you look in your profile picture, I might have to respect my elders like that, you know? Why do all foreigners do country voice for an impression of America? Yeah, that is weird, isn't it? Medical condition from the Roy's called, like, megalophilia. Is that true? Damn. Paul Craig impression? I can't do a Scottish accent, brother. I cannot. Paul Craig. You just say Paul Craig in a Scottish accent. It's an absolute bloody disgrace. Paul Craig. He's an absolutely terrific fighter. One time, some guy tried to slide into my aunt's DMs and said, "You're beautiful. You look like you can fight." Wow, that's bold. That's why his face looks weird. I didn't know. Decent fair. I'll take it, man. Do a Darren Till impression and tune up some Morgan. Brother, I don't know. You got to tell me who Morgan Wallen is. This prophetic man you bring up every week. I don't know. I do not know. Lightweight's Loki's so cooked because the old gen just keeps beating up the new guys. Yeah, rare case of that, isn't it? You don't see that very often. Biscuit impression. Oh, the thing is, when I was a fighter, that's quite a hard thing to actually say in the mic. Michael Bisping is hard. He's got a difficult impression to do. How does he say it? Like, not like that, but... Oh, baby boy! What's up, buddy? I'm going to kick your ass. That's that sort of younger Bisping. If Leo bulked up heavy and started training every day, could he make it to heavyweight? No. Mate, I'm 5'8". I ain't making it to heavyweight. Is there any 5'8" heavyweights out there? I don't know. But no, probably not. I mean, Mike Tyson was, but that's boxing, eh? No, I could not. I reckon, I mean, I could get fat as fuck and get up to, I don't know. Definitely not that high, but... Morgan Wallen the GOAT? No. Do you enjoy C-Rod getting another win? Little bit. He was kind of robbed. Yeah. The fact he didn't get the finish was crazy. I can't lie. Bulgarian was gassed out for 5 straight minutes. And C-Rod still couldn't finish him. So, shorter, smaller dudes at the gym scare the shit out of me. Yeah, it's for me, when I was sparring and training regularly, it was always the guys who were like, not that... I could do better against them because I was quite light when I was training. And I still am, compared to most of the guys training. It's not the big, heavy guys who have like 15 kilos on me that I struggle with. It's the guys who have like 5, 10 kilos on me who are lean as hell and they're really fucking fast. They're so hard to deal with. What I train? Jiu-jitsu, bro. On and off for about 2 years, but I haven't trained properly in about a year consistently because of medical shit, and I'm not at uni anymore, so been a while, but I'm planning on getting back into it soon. At the moment, I'm just getting in the gym and getting in shape, and then I'm going to slowly weave my way back in, hopefully, but we'll see. Joe Rogan always hurt. He hurt him with that calf kick right there. Calf kicks are changing the game, man. This is crazy. What a fight. I don't think he's gassing him out. I think he's getting smashed. Nama Yunus versus Rebus is coming out. I'm going Rose just from her credibility and her resume, but... Peyton Talbot and Simon. That's a banger right there. Frederick, you said something I agree with you for the first time. I am all for Peyton Talbot. And I like both those guys. It's a good matchup. I almost don't want either guy to lose. You train jiu-jitsu too? I'm assuming that spelling was intentional. That's cool, bro, though. I respect anyone. Any martial art is well, the main legit ones. I appreciate and respect. If you do like Aikido, I can't trust you as a human being. Tuvasa is a warrior, sucks he's on a 4-fight skid. Yeah, that's the game, though, isn't it? That's the game. Chris Barnett introduced me to MMA. He's seen a documentary about him, fell in with the sport. Really? Chris Barnett, of all people. That's wild. Your Rogan impression sounds like Cruz. How does Cruz... Cruz always sounds like he's whispering. Cruz is like Usman in the fact that he sounds like he's telling ghost stories whenever he's sort of doing his on the mic thing. He sounds like he's telling ghost stories around a campfire. Dominic Cruz is kind of the same. It's like when he's talking to TJ Dillashaw. It's that clip. He's like, you can't go anywhere. So you're standing right here, dummy. You got to talk to me. That's how Dominic Cruz speaks whenever he's trash talking. Usman's kind of the same. He's like on the mic. He's like telling ghost stories. Like, I'm the greatest welterweight of all time. Colby Covington, he doesn't know what's coming. I'm going to take him to deep waters, man. Am I a white belt? I train Nogi, so I guess technically I am, yeah. Thoughts on CM Punk? I respect him, to be honest. Takes balls to get in the cage with at his age and lateral experience. And hey, he got paid a bag, so... News and fake news when he needs to tell us a Jackal story. Do you think Jamal Hill is going into 300 with his shoulder fully healed? I hope so. I mean, he's probably getting paid a good bag for it because they needed a match, so... 9 out of 10, Cruise impression got me, boy. 9 out of 10, no, me, boy. Right, got you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought that one was pretty good. Right, I'll answer a few more, and then I'm going to jump off. T-Wood, please don't back up. Yeah, because I'm coming, and I'm coming all night long. I forgot about that. It's the most sus Usman line ever. He knows it as well, but I respect him because he says it with chest. You know, he knows. Aldo versus Cruz on 300. Yeah, I know. That should have happened. Ridiculous. Hill or whatever his name is getting slapped. Jamal Halal Hill. No, I think he beats Pereira. I'm curious to see what the money line is when at closing. Back up, team. Sus, bro. You mean Achilles? Am I dumb? Am I dumb? I'm probably being dumb. O'Malley is the best at using effective feints in an offensive manner. Benjamin, you're coming in with the eloquency like that. I like that. You're right. You are very much right. I think he is one of the best, for sure. Jamal is going to carry Pereira standing. Definitely has a good chance. He's straight 1-2 down the pipe. Adesanya clipped him with that multiple times. Is what he finished him with in the second fight and nearly did in the first one. I really do think that Jamal Hill will find success there. So, we'll see. Best commentator in the UFC, Paul Felder. Closely followed by Dan Hardy. When, as an analyst, Dan Hardy. But obviously he doesn't commentate in the UFC anymore. But Paul Felder, all-rounder, Paul Felder. Most entertaining. I like Bisping because he brings good vibes. If it was up to me, I'd probably do Bisping, DC, and Felder. That's probably the three I would do right now. Usman Sepulveda deserves the shot. Rightfully, he does. Yeah, stop the fight. Yeah, Dan Hardy actually went to my university, but he never graduated. He dropped out and trained MMA full time. And I know he trains with some of the guys who I used to train with a bit. Because he'd come down because he's from Nottingham, but where his gym is just outside of Nottingham. And he used to come down and train there. It's like leg kicks in the set, and then left hook followed by ground pound in the second. Nah, leg kicks will definitely be the key factor for the fight though, for sure. Best commentator is Daniel. Call me. I said no one ever. Yeah, DC doesn't do his research. He goes, this dude, holy smokes, this dude is crazy, man. He just doesn't do his research. And he just glazes any Dagestani wrestlers. The super dope. Yeah, it's cool. Dan Hardy's a cool guy. I've never met him, but I'm sure I will. And I'm sure I'll cross paths with him in the future, 100%. Dan Hardy, Wi-Fi, and yeah, fair play to him, bro. I can't lie. Down bad, keep your focus. Nah, that's valid. That's valid. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. I appreciate you jumping on the stream. Okay, you can't drop that, Frederick, bro. Come on, man. Appreciate you guys. Video, I don't know if there'll be a video this week, but the one after that, 100%. 29th. Put it in your calendars, boys. I can't lie to you because it's going to be a banger. You're going to be treated. Podcast this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was meant to be fucking today. It's not down to me. It's out my hands because Will's in Thailand. Sorry. Some of you guys might have missed that. Be out tomorrow. We're recording and be out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate all of you guys. Hour-long video is going to bang. I hope you guys enjoy it. Soon come. It'll be worth the wait. See you boys later. Thank you. Tuesday. Stream on Tuesday.